Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how I do my everyday makeup, but for me it's just when I go out or when I feel like doing makeup. If you're interested in this look, then just keep on watching. I'm flaunting my shit for the close-up camera angle. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my primer and I'm going to squish it into my face. Oh my gosh, I need way more. All the products I'm using will be down below in the description in case you're wondering. I'm now gonna go in with a little contour stick and I'm going to go right on in, and I do not use a foundation or anything because I just don't. I'm gonna go in with this tiny little beauty blender thing that's all nice and juiced up with water. I'm just gonna buff it all in. Oh, hi. Okay, that's cute. If you guys have any recommendations for things I should binge watch on Netflix that isn't Friends, because I don't watch Friends, don't come at me, then please let me know. So I like to use a small little tiny makeup sponge for doing my contour because I do want to make sharper and more detailed lines and focus it on very specific areas. I'm now going to take some concealer that's way too light for me, but that's fine. We're just going to work with that. And I'm just going to cover up some of the redness. I'm not going to cover up all of it because I just don't care. I'm now going to take the other side of my contour stick that has this little highlight component on it, and I'm going to put it on my top of my hand to just get it all creamy. I'm going to apply it to the high points of my cheek and a little bit under the eye and just a smidgen on my nose, and we'll start with that. So I like to add this highlight to the top of my nose and the highs of my cheekbones because it's gonna help them look lifted. What do I normally do next? Next, I'm going to take my translucent powder. Whoa. I'm gonna take my powder and then I'm gonna take a damp beauty blender, and I'm just gonna pat it under my eyes and anywhere else that likes to crease. So around my nose and around my mouth. Those are the places that like to crease and get the most greasy for me. Whoa! I like to pretend like I'm baking the areas, although I do wipe it off pretty fast after applying it. Okay, the powder might get places that you weren't initially trying to get it. So we're just gonna, and then just, I guess we're doing the top of the nose now. You're just gonna take a big brush. You're gonna it all off. Yeah. Hello, little spoolie. I'm just gonna whoop, and then I'm gonna whoop. Now I'm a little less greasy looking. I'm now going in with my bronzer that tastes like chocolate. So we are just having a buffet over here. I'm just gonna add some bronzer to the places that we contoured earlier, dusting that in. Also, make sure to get your neck because when I tan outside, my neck just likes to stay completely white because it thinks it's fun, thinks it's funny. My neck thinks it's funny not to tan. Haha. Also, don't forget to do your ears because that will be a dead giveaway as well that you're using bronzer. I'm also gonna take the little pointy-ish part of my brush. Just gonna coat a little, and I'm just gonna dust that. Chocolate smell. Just pretend like I'm contouring. I'm now gonna go in with some blush, and I like to go to town, funky town, with the blush. And I like to add it quite high because I feel like that gives me a lifted fox eye vibe. I'm also gonna go over my nose and then my forehead, might as well. And then just go in for another round. Oh, we look quite pink. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with I like to call it powder, although it's just another bronzer. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Light Bronze. And I like to use this all over my face, just a nice light layer to really sink in all the makeup and have it blend with my body tan, since my face is quite paler than my body because it doesn't tan. So cheers. I'm also going to take some of my brush and focus on under my eyes because I have quite white under eyes. I've always just had super bright under eyes, especially because of these lashes. When I go out and tan, it just creates this half moon white thing, and it's a lot. I'm now gonna go back in with some blush because I feel like it left when we did that bronzer. So, okay. Going in with this brow gel that has the smallest little spoolie on earth. It literally, my eyebrows eat it up. Just doing like a chill brow look. I'm not gonna fill them in. I'm not gonna do silk brows. We're just giving them a little tame. We're putting them on the leash, you know what I'm saying? I'm going in with a little rose cactus water. Just gonna give it some life. I'm now gonna go in with my highlighter. I find that using a setting spray or a water spray mist situation on your face before using highlighter helps it stick and show up a lot better. Going over my nose, do a little bit on the arch of my eyebrow. Then I'm gonna go ham on the cheekbone, and I'm gonna bring it into my Adam's apple, cheek apple, on the apples of my cheeks I meant. The next thing I'm gonna do is prep my lips for all the liners and luscious amazement it's about to receive. Yes, you guessed it, we're going in with the Too Faced lip injection to just get them all plumpy. When you try not to wreck your makeup, but you have to sneeze, Edna mode. Sorry guys, my camera died in the middle of me doing my lip liners, but I did make a video in depth on how I do my lips, so you can check that out on my page. But just to recap, I used the Rimmel London lip liner in East End Snob to just start off lining my lips and just a little bit overlining, and focusing the overlining on the Cupid's bow and on the lower lip in the center. For the inner corners here, I just followed my natural lip line. I then went in with this Bite Beauty lipstick liner stick thingy thing that's a little bit darker, and I sort of contoured ever so slightly and filled in the center of my bottom lip with it. And then I went in with my Aveda, I know Aveda, the hair care products thing, lip liner in 02 Koala, just to start blending everything out, and that's where we left off. So I'm just gonna continue to blend everything all in with this little lip liner. The next thing I'm going to use is my Velvet Teddy by MAC lipstick. And I'm just gonna use a little bit of this to tie in all the colors again. In addition to the lipstick, I'm going to take this Rimmel London Clear Gloss in Stay Glossy, and it's pink because I have used it so many times over red, pink, and nude lipstick that it's sort of become this nice sheer watermelon color. And I'm gonna add that to my nude lipstick to add a bit more of a fruity coral vibe. So if you do not have a old, dirty, clear lip gloss lying around that you've added color to, you can purchase the Buxom Plumping lip gloss in the shade Dolly. I'll link it down below, but it's a pretty close color to this whole situation going on, and it's really good. The last thing I do that I forgot to mention is I take a clear eyebrow gel and I go in and fixate, if that's a word, my little tiny flyaways. As you can see, I have some here. I'm just gonna glue those bad boys down. I like doing this more than using hairspray because it is so lightweight and it doesn't feel gross, greasy, or smell bad. It's just a quick little, and I honestly think this works better for your flyaways than hairspray. This is how I do my makeup these days when I go out or whenever I feel like it. If you guys enjoyed, then let me know. If you want to see a more intense makeup look, let me know. Okay guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.